Warning: this video contains depictions of nasty events. Viewer discretion is advised. So I was about ready to have lunch and decided to make a sandwich and vlog it. So I started off with 2 pieces of toasted bread. Got some hefty amount of mayonnaise lathered on one side of the bread, as you see there. Nice. Make sure that all the bread is covered. All of it's nicely oriented on the bread. Then I package that up. Next, I go into the fridge for some. Put the mayonnaise away first, of course. I'll just put the food away. I take out some sour cream. Now, if you guys know me in real life, you know that I love sour cream, often to a point of disgusting quantities. And this quantity is surely disgusting. Look at that thick layer. Look at that just hanging off the knife. It is just thickly applied, excuse me, onto the bread. That's where I went wrong. So anyway, we continue. We package up the sour cream, make sure it's securely fastened in its seatbelt, is in upright position. Anyway, next I move on to the spaghetti, but it's pesto spaghetti. So I'm like, I don't want that. So I put it back. Meanwhile, my bread up there is just, the mayonnaise is absorbing into the bread, and the sour cream sort of finished on a fine layer. So I take out some spaghetti and some Frank's Red Hot. But first, I put some ham. 1 piece of ham, and I'm thinking 2. Do I do 2? Do I do 2? I can't do it, so I'm just like, screw it. I'm only going to do 1. That's actually probably the only good choice I made. Was only doing 1 piece of ham, not 2. Anyway, next we move on to the spaghetti. Arms spaghetti. My dad's homemade. Just reach my hand in there, pull out some spaghetti, lather it on there. Package up the spaghettis, put it away. So yeah, making sure the spaghetti's securely fastened and its seat belt securely fastened. Anyway, then I move on to the finishing touches. Frank's Red Hot, always adding a little Frank's Red Hot to most things that I eat. Can't get it open. I have long fingernails, so that's not good. I don't want to chip them. Oh, there we go. Just sort of a couple little drips, drip, drop. About 6 drips on the. Turn it over. There we go. So now you're thinking, what happens next? So this is actually a false statement that Whitney Houston is singing. I actually did not love this when I was making it or when I was eating it. That's a disclaimer. So I'm just chowing down on this sandwich right here. And little did I know how awful the tide would turn for my stomach and for my body in general. So I had a glass of orange juice right after this, and I didn't film that part, but I had this sort of disgusting dairy and meat and gluten-filled meal, and then had orange juice. Not a good combination. Not good at all. So I'm just chilling, basically. By the way, these are pictures of a walk I took recently. So I'm just chilling, and then all of a sudden, I go to the bathroom, and I have some disgusting time, just awful. And I come out and I think, uh-oh, I've got the stomach bug, because my brother had a stomach bug, and then my dad got it, and then I have it, and I'm thinking, oh God. So I basically chill on the couch for 3 hours, watch Tower Heist, realize how awful of a movie it is, and then at one turn I'm just like, uh-oh. So I'm there. And then I rush to my room, and I'm just thinking at my room, I'm like, okay, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. And I'm playing with little Playmobil, and I'm thinking, oh, this is chilling, And then all of a sudden I feel like, uh-oh, I'm going to throw up. So I rush to the bathroom, right? And I throw up just all over the floor. I miss the toilet bowl, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, and I can't even think, and I just start throwing up everywhere. I throw up on the toilet, I throw up next to the toilet, I throw up halfway on the toilet, halfway off the toilet, and then I throw up in the sink, and in the sink, I I see bits of spaghetti, and I taste orange juice while I throw up. And I like taste orange juice and I see spaghetti and I'm thinking, holy crap, it was the sandwich. And I was thinking, oh gosh, the sandwich that I had is just disgusting. And I'm like super sensitive, and the worst part of the throwing up was that I sort of gagged more than I actually threw up. So I was like, actually more than I actually threw up. But when I did throw up, it was a sort of spicy, sort of orange juice, sort of slightly smelled like shit. Like, it was just disgusting. And I threw up probably for about a minute of actually throwing up, but then like I gagged a bunch. And my dad was all the way down in his room, down at the far end of the hall, and he heard me from my bathroom, which is like down a huge hallway. And he came and he was sick too, and he was like, "Is everything all right?" And I was like, "I don't know." Like, I literally couldn't talk. I was just sort of there, and I was just like, and I was crying, and I'd like throw up on my mouth. It looked like I sort of like spit it up. It was just disgusting, man. So just don't eat the sandwich like that, you know? It was just too much.